A reason not to use iPads, a YouTube content creator banned from Diablo Immortal, and another Chinese patch notes for December 14th, which is only 2 days away at this point, have all been released. Let's look at this today. So this is becoming a pretty common thing. It seems they're releasing a little bit of information every single day about the patch that's coming out on the 14th. This one has to do about a dangerous forest and a hero Ling thing. I have no idea what this means, but let's see if we can figure it out. So we have a little bit of a cinematic here. Let's take a look.
目望西方，在那钢铁鹰击大海之处。 埋藏着威斯特玛之狼的宝藏。
Okay, so that looks like West March, maybe.
看守者们的使命归于无望。
Oh, you know, I bet that is the new zone supposed to be Storm Point Keep. I bet that's that.
邪恶裹挟着怒火，奔涌而来。
Okay, an invasion. There you go. That's probably the boss we gotta fight. Probably the new Heliquary raid boss, I think.
恐惧降临了。毁灭与绝望像野火一般蔓延，吞噬一切无辜者与有罪之人。灾厄席卷了大地。
Guys got yeeted.
他们无情地朝着碎片奔去，那股异界的力量。
Is that Diablo?
汹涌的
Kind of looks like Diablo from the cover. If you look up here, doesn't that? It kind of looks a little bit like him anyway.
潮水之中。
All right, so there we go. That's the teaser for it. Take from that what you will. That looks like a keep, like some kind of fortress. That's probably the name of this dangerous fortress. I think in English it's Storm Point Keep is the new zone. Probably has to do with the lore of the new story and stuff coming. Let's look into this here. You're going to hear my cat meowing in the background. December 14th, the popular mobile game Diablo Immortal, which inherits the classic Diablo IP for 25 years, will usher a major version update at the end of the year. Yes, we know. This is like the third or fourth one of these. This big version of the Shadow of Devouring Moon will unlock a new scene for adventurers, okay, aka a new zone. The Ling Fing Fortress. I'm sorry, I'm butchering these names. I don't mean to fuck this up, but it's hard for me. It's a dangerous fortress full of dangers. The evil... Kitty, honestly, you're ruining this video. Okay, one moment. I gave her some food. Maybe she'll leave us long enough for the video. Behind the treacherous mystery of the moon devouring, the conspiracy is gradually revealed. A battle for the last World Stone Shard is about to begin. Okay, so I don't know what the World Stone Shard is or whatever. I guess that's part of the story, the main story where we collect the shards, etc. So let's continue down here, see if we can get some information about what's actually going on. In the land of sanctuary, peace, and tranquility, always seem to be short and precious. Confrontation between good and evil has laid out the foundations of this land. A lonely sea fortress under heavy guard hides too many secrets. According to the legend, the treasure of the Wolf of West March are hidden here, but the real situation of these treasures has gradually been unknown, become the subordinates of the Dreadlord have invaded this sea. Okay, so it's not Diablo, it's a Dreadlord. So we're getting an invasion for some kind of Dreadlord here. The long night is long. Wait, really? The long night is long? Yep, I guess it would be. And the guards can't resist the powerful evil force. The fortress is about to collapse, and the people of the town whose homes have been... If you're wondering why this is weird, again, it's Chinese, translated to English through Google. The town whose homes have been destroyed will also be displaced. The Abyss army is still waiting for the support of the royal court. Yada, yada, yada. This looks like... I'm going to be honest. This seems like a whole bunch of lore stuff. Where are they trying to snatch is the legendary fragment of the last World Stone. Okay, so this must be the lore of, like, what the next story is going to be. Their intention is to make the people of Sanctuary miserable. That... I mean, that's a pretty dumbed down way of saying that. They just want to make you feel bad. Adventurers, please take up your weapon. Use wisdom and courage to guard the last fragments. The fortress must see light again. All right, so we get a cool picture here. Looks like, yeah, some kind of big guy attacking. He looks pretty awesome, I guess. Purify moon, devouring, fight evil and corruption. Okay, so the demon god's minions are coming aggressively, intending to destroy the tranquility of the sanctuary. The corruption of the land continues to spread. The world will be shrouded in the shadow of the moon. There's a lot of moon stuff. You realize we got like the hungry moon, all that stuff. Now that we have the shadow of the moon, the adventurers reside side by side with a powerful witch. Start the purification ceremony in the waters near the fortress. Drive out the dark forces together and restore the original brightness of the moon. So this almost sounds like a new dungeon, to be honest. It could be the story. Maybe it could be a new dungeon. Something like that. I'm trying to read between the lines here. Blurred moon Valerie is reflected on the surface of the water, while the dark forces that are ready to move are hidden under the surface of the water. New journeys are waiting for adventurers to measure and new mysteries for adventurers to uncover. You know what this whole water thing talking about is? Reminds me that there was a data mine that there was potentially going to be a fishing minigame. Let's continue here. The Fortress Hero, the end of the year version of Diablo Immortal, will be launched on December 14th. Adventurers are about to embark on the new adventure journey, etc. So we didn't really get any info, and to be honest, that was kind of like a lore drop. It kind of seems like, okay, so there's a fortress, they want to do bad things to you, and the long night is long. Great, let's move on with the video. So I have an iPad myself. I've actually seen this in person. If you haven't seen this yet, there's a difference in vision between the iPad and the iPhone, aka if you're playing PvP, you can factually see less of the screen due to the aspect ratio. This was in the same with things like Lost Ark, where you would have to play it in certain resolutions in order to actually be able to see farther. Just a shout out, if you're trying to be competitive in PvP, good lord, then what you actually want to do is swap over to your phone as compared to an iPad, I suppose. Now, moving on to something a little bit more sad. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. This gentleman here is a content creator. I've actually seen a couple of his videos, and if you look, he's explaining that while he was PvPing, he was banned live. Now, it says article 2639, which if you look at it right here, it says account banned. And if you scroll forward, he shows another example of another gentleman by the name of Woody Joe, who's temporarily suspended with the same article 2639. If we do a little research to try to figure out what 2639 is, 2639 is just the appeal. So if you actually go to it, what it does is it tells you can appeal a silence, suspension, or ban. It doesn't actually give the details as to why he was banned. Now, there's one important thing about this. He mentions in this video, there's only 2 things that he has done, which is going to the Rapids dungeon and AFKing a whole bunch like we all do when we're farming the dungeons, as well as buy and sell gems from his alternate characters on his Battle.net account. Now, this is a very meta strategy that I myself have not only shown myself doing in a video, but also recommending it to people because it is something that was recommended to me by people that are farming platinum quicker than I am. I was not aware that this is terms of service at all. I'm going to do a little digging and see what I can find about this. I did ask Blizzard to clarify this and look into this as well for this gentleman. Who knows if that will actually happen, but I'm more concerned, honestly, I mean, no offense to him, but what I'm more concerned about is whether or not people, if you have one character and another character on the same server, whether or not you can buy and sell your own gems. People call this ghost trading in his comments, but I wasn't aware if this was illegal or not. This is a very important point to get clarification on because a lot of people are doing this. Could be the kind of thing where if you do it in mass, like you have 5 extra characters or something, and you're doing it all day, every day, they consider it like something different and it's a gray area type of thing. I've done it once for the video, the show. I'm too lazy to farm any of my other characters. You can see all my alts. By that, I mean the one alt I have, the level 54 wizard, is literally the same level. I'm too lazy to play on it, but I know of a few other people, including the gentleman who recommended this strategy to me, play on maximum of all the characters. Plus, there is a hilarious strategy, which at the moment, with the 4 servers merged together, you can make 5 characters on each server and have 20 characters technically on the same server that is sharing all of that, and that means you can farm 20 characters worth of platinum. So definitely need some transparency clarification for this. I'm going to be reading through the terms of service through the next day or 2 to try to figure this out, but I'm hoping Blizzard clarifies this. So I actually got curious about this. I just looked into it right now. I've dug through this. I have not been able to find, this is the Blizzard in-user agreement here, which if you look at this here, is installing before using an online gaming platform. This is specifically about the online gaming portion of this. I wasn't able to find anything in this about not being able to trade between your same Battle.net character. I mean, it's not like you have multiple Battle.net accounts. This is specifically, I'm trying to figure out, you trade your one character on the same server, on your same Battle.net account, you put a gem up and you buy it cheaper. Pretty much that simple. I can't find anything about this. I've seen some comments people saying like, oh, it's ghost, trading or whatever. There's cheating here, which is create, use, promote, advertise, make available, or distribute the following, assist therein, cheats, i.e. methods not expressly authorized by Blizzard, whether accomplished using hardware, software, or combination thereof, influencing, facilitating gameplay, including exploits of in-game, and thereby granting you or any other advantage other players. Maybe you can make an argument it's an exploit, but it's literally you're putting something for sale and you buy it. Like, it doesn't really seem like it's a hack or anything, and it's definitely not a software or hardware influencing. Any code or software not expressly used, it's not going to fall into bots, it's not going to fall into hacks, it's not going to under this. And then it gets into like prohibited commercial uses, etc. Okay, so I don't really see anything in here. I did a word search for the word trade, trading, ghost, like trying to find anything related to what people were referencing this. I think I saw one comment, maybe 2 comments about this in particular. And the only thing I've seen about trading is literally selling your account. So if anyone else could find any information regarding to this and code hard facts straight from Blizzard, that would be fantastic. Either way, if you have an alt and you're doing this, or you have a whole stack of alts or whatever, you probably want to pause this behavior until we actually figure out what's going on at this point. Personally, I thought this was absolutely hilarious. I was digging through trying to find more information because I really wanted to inform you guys on this, but it's hard to find anything about this. And this is in their settings page here, in their about section. I was trying to find more terms of service. And if you look at this, they have the do what the fuck you want public license. Copyright 2018 by David Chambers. Everyone is permitted to copy and distribute verbatim or modify copies of this license document. Change is allowed as the name is changed. So they literally call it the do what the fuck you want public license. That's hilarious. So, to recap, if you made it to the end, don't use an iPad for PvP. Be careful buying and selling gems through the marketplace right now, even if it's within the same Battle.net account, because we don't know what's going on. This guy could have done something else. He could not have. We don't know. Okay. I'll come back to that topic once I actually do know. Trust me, I'm on it, okay? The next one we want to be careful of here is that December 14th is going to be the big update. All right, so you probably want to play on December 14th because that's going to be the fun day when all the stuff's coming to it. What is the fortress? Don't know, but it does include some water, apparently, so maybe a fishing game? Maybe not. It could just be speculation as far as the Day of the Mind goes, but that is your news recap for today, December 12th. Love you all. Consider liking the video, subscribing if you want to. See you on the next one.